As news at home, I went 5 days without a bite. Both me and my husband were so happy. As of like Monday or Tuesday, we did not get bit. I was so happy. Last week, actually, last Sunday, we have two rugs that we left outside. And you saw in the video, we have a rug for the dining room. And then he got a smaller rug for the living room because for the chairs pulling in and out, he was afraid it was going to ruin the brand new rugs that they had installed. So he vacuumed it up. Through the you have to throw it outside the bag. Vacuumed it up real good. I think might have sprayed it on top with the bug spray just in case. And like for a day, I felt like I hadn't gotten bitten. Then I felt like, I don't know, maybe it was like the itchies or the paranoia, like I was getting bit. But I really wasn't seeing bite marks. But I don't know, I just kept feeling like my legs were getting big. So I lifted the rug again, sprayed it down with the bug spray on the regular rug so that it's underneath the rug, the area rug that we had bought, and then soaked the top with alcohol. Alcohol has become my best friend. I think that's what has helped me to stop getting bit. I've been spraying that down my beds, everywhere I sit, my chairs, the rug where I sit. I've been spraying that everywhere, 91%. I even went to the store and got 3 more bottles because I think the one bottle we bought didn't even last us a week. We've just been spraying ourselves down. But it's murder on my skin. So after that, neither me nor my husband got bit for about 5 days. Then yesterday we went outside to throw out to get. I went outside to put some stuff away because I've been finally, thank God, working in the garage, getting it organized, and so there was some stuff I wanted to bring up. So outside we still have the dining room rug and the black bags that we put all our stuff in. So we left that outside just in case that we had to do the whole thing all over again. Then we just reuse those bags. So we left those outside, and I said, well, doesn't look like we're going to need him to come back. So I was just putting stuff away outside because I have like that storage closet outside that I showed you in the video. And my yarn is in there. My craft stuff is in there. And I was afraid, what if the bed bugs went into my yarn? But then I remembered most of my yarn is ziplocked. So anyway, so I started putting stuff away. And I was walking over the rug because the rug is big. Back and forth to put my stuff away. And I felt itchy again. I'm like, what the heck? So I told my daughter to throw out the black bags. I said, seal it, put all the bags into one, seal it up really good, throw it outside. And I started feeling itchy again. I'm like, what the heck? So I went outside and I sprayed it down with the bug spray, but I was still feeling itchy. My husband sat by the table and he came in to me, as I said, I got bit again. I'm like, oh no, you're kidding me. From the rug outside, just from walking over it? And then my daughter, who threw out the black bags, my daughter, who had not gotten bit, I think, once in this whole ordeal, had 2 bite marks. I'm like, oh my goodness. And I remember telling her, don't drag that black bag on the floor. Take it outside. I don't want whatever's in there, if there's something on it, to get on the rug. So I was feeling the itchies. I don't have any bite marks, but I was feeling the itchies again after I was cool for like 5 days. So got out my alcohol, sprayed down the rug, sprayed down myself. My husband has 1 bite mark. My daughter has 1 bite mark. I went outside with a bottle of alcohol and I sprayed down that rug. It rained, so I'm going to let it dry off. And I'm going to treat it again, vacuum it up really good again before we bring it back in. So, I don't know. Let's see what happens. All I know is that I haven't been able to visit my brother. He hasn't been able to visit me through this whole ordeal because I don't want to give it to him. So I'm like dying for this to be over so that we can hang out again. I know Friday he's having. I like going to his house. He plays movies, and I see movies sometimes I've seen before that I don't understand. Like he'll explain it to me, or movies I've been wanting to see and never saw. So let's see what happens. Worst comes to worst, he said he'll come back and spray. We'll have to lift. You have to lift the corners because that's what he should have done in the first place. But you have to lift the corners of the rugs in your house. Pull it out, and then they're supposed to spray in those corners. But I know alcohol has been my best friend. I wrote that on Facebook, and someone thought I was drinking. No, alcohol it just really really works. So you just spray that. I spray that all over my bed, all over the wood. I soak up any crevice in the wood with that alcohol, and that's supposed to kill them. And I know that a few years ago, when there was a really bad tick problem in North Carolina, my dog had like 3 or 4 ticks on him. But since he has that medicine, he takes like this flea tick thing medicines that they get from the vet. They die. But some of them weren't dead. They were just like stuck and not dead. And so I pulled them out. You put them in the alcohol. The vet said, put it in a little medicine jar filled with alcohol. Halfway, they die. And then because they want to see what it is, they want to know what kind of ticket you're supposed to bring it in and whatnot. So alcohol works, people. Somebody gave me advice, and you spray everywhere you think that they might be. That stuff works, and we have been saturating ourselves with that, and that's why we did not get bit for like 5 days. And not saturating the bed, saturating wherever the rug, wherever we sit, chairs, ourselves, and it works really, really, really good. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm really, really hoping that we don't get like recontaminated with these things. All I know is I was so happy that no bites for 5 days, and all of a sudden boom, a bite. So I don't know if it was that, because we had, like I said, we had the rug outside in the heat, because the heat is supposed to kill them, and it's been out there this whole time. Like I said, we brought in one, and still, that Sunday, I think that Monday might have been my last bite, so we saturated it with alcohol, and nothing. So, hopefully, this is going to be it, because I'm tired. But, yeah, I think they just like my husband, but my poor daughter, she's the one who took it out. I hope she didn't have one on her when she came in, and then, brought them in her room, because she was the only one who wasn't getting bit out of all of us. So, yeah, I felt like they would never go away, like we would always be bit. I have scratched my belly so bad that I have so many scabs on my belly. So sorry, I get nervous and I start shaking my leg and it shakes the camera. I felt like they would never go away, and I was so happy that we did not get bit for like 5 days. So, all I did was walk on the rug to put stuff away in my closet. Put some craft stuff away in the closet. So, anyway. So, yeah. So, that's the story with that. So, it is possible to be free of them. But seriously, I wish that we had like hazmat suits so that you walk in and you get sprayed with this stuff and they all die and you don't ever have to worry about them coming back in. But unfortunately, I think I'm going to be paranoid for the rest of my life now, because we're not really sure. He thinks, the exterminator thinks they came from the garage, because we had 2 small garages and the furniture was in one, and then all our clothes and our sheets and everything was in another. Our boxes and everything, just our furniture was in one. And I don't know. Because not all, like I said, my daughter didn't have it. My son, I think he got bit once, but I think that's because he was laying in my bed. He's been having the itchies since, but I don't know if he's got any fresh bite marks. I don't think he does, but he sprays down his bed regularly just to make sure. Um, so yeah, I just I don't know if that's the way they came in. I just don't know. I really don't know because I've heard some people are used to the bites don't bother them, and sometimes people will have them and not even know it. And he who knows if my husband brought it in from someone else's apartment. I mean, there was this guy on the news who said that he didn't even know he had an infestation. He had the worst infestation ever. I mean, they were crawling up the crevices of the wall. They were in the drapes. They were in the bed. They were in the mattress. There were eggs and blood and feces. He said he didn't know he had a problem. Some people just don't. They don't feel the bites. And I heard only a third of the population gets bit because they favor certain people. I think they favor my husband because he's the one who's been bitten more than anyone. He could be laying in that bed and say he got bit, he got bit, he got bit. And I didn't get bit, so it is possible. I thought they were never going to die, but it is possible that they die. We were bite free for 5 days. Let's see what happens. So that's the story with that, and hopefully this is the end, and my life can move on and move forward. I'm just really happy that I'm working on getting that garage straightened out. I made a small dent with the boxes because I brought up my nail polish and left it in the hallway, and then a bunch of boxes were put on top of it, and I'm just dying to get to my nail polish. But I made a small dent with the boxes in the hallway. I finally got all the DVDs in shelves. We had bought a shelf, and I knew we had one more shelf hiding downstairs. I found that. I found almost everything I'm looking for, like maybe one or two things I still haven't found. So we bought 2 more shelves, those industrial type of shelves, and so I'm gonna hopefully get to the rest of the boxes this week and be finished with that and finally get my hallway clear so that so I could start playing with my nail polish. I want to do some things. So that's the update with me. And that's it. Short day today. Love you all. Mwah. Bye.